I've seen. I'm not going to give away the ending, but I watched your episode of Immortalized. That's pretty badass.
Hey, thanks, man.
That's pretty awesome.
Something different, right? I've never seen nothing like that before.
You could have really gone to any form or part of taxidermying, and other than the stuff that you sent us, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Hey, appreciate that. That's I went balls to the wall. And I only had 5 weeks to do it, so it was a lot of work and a little sleep.
So, but is it fair? It's Iron Chef for taxidermies.
Exactly, except for realistically, 90% of the work is done at home. You know, all they really filmed me there doing was putting it together.
Right.
I did all the work back in Maryland, and now I can ship it there.
Wait, you have to ship all that back to where is it, in Los Angeles?
Right now it's in Los Angeles, and
your place is there.
Yeah, it's 3 pallets, all packaged up.
So when you come back to Edgewater, you do all the, which is, I don't know, the whole thing seems weird to me. But so you do all that, and then you got to ship all of it back out to LA?
That's right.
Do you have to declare anything special when you're doing that? Like, listen, I've got about 50 animals that are packed away here.
They had made sure I had the tags and everything. As long as it wasn't endangered, they really didn't give a damn.
Oh, that is, Tyler, remember, that's the cardinal rule of taxidermy competition. No endangered species.
That's right.
Right. Oh, what was the...
Do your mounts.
Right? No, do your mounts, and, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you display the game. Yeah, that's fantastic.
No guts, all glory.
How did they find you though? Like, what was the, like, did you audition for the show, or did they find you?
Well, basically, they found our website. This is the 3rd television show to contact us, so we kind of called it.
There's a run on taxidermy shows coming?
Yeah. Well,
or do they already exist?
Not like this. Basically, the other 2 were pitches. They wanted to use us to pitch a show.
Right.
They had already approved this show.
Right.
And they were casting for the show. So they found my website, our website, and saw what we had done and thought we would be a pretty good fit. So they interviewed me, and this was last March it started, so it was a long process.
That's a year ago.
Yeah, it was a long process.
Now, why didn't they use you? I mean, if this is a year ago, why didn't they use you as one of the Iron Chefs?
They just didn't know what yet. I was young. I was by far the youngest one on the show.
How old are you now?
I'm 28.
Are you really?
28, yeah. I turned 29 on Friday, so the next youngest person was like 35, I think.
And now so it's set up where, and like I said, I've only seen your episode of it, but I'm assuming every week is kind of the same thing where they'll say, like, here's
a theme.
Whoever taxidermist, here's the immortalizer, and then here's your theme, and then you have to go do whatever it is you do.
Yeah, and they give us the money to do it, and each taxidermist has the exact same time, same theme, same money. You can't use anybody to help you. Now the immortalizers, they each do 2 episodes. So the same guy I went against, you'll see him again going against somebody else.
Right. What's his name? Paige Nethercutt?
Paige Nethercutt.
I feel like, is there a history there with you? I don't feel like it's good.
Yeah, they cut actually a lot out, but we're all good, you know.
What's the history?
Well, we've kind of competed against each other, and I'm young, kind of coming up. Right. He's been doing it a long time, and I kind of got pretty good pretty fast, and he didn't seem to like that, and he's kind of called me out before. And
has he really?
I gave him bill for that. And
was that on the show and it got cut, or just like in taxidermy?
In different state shows that we've competed against each other.
But like call you out in what way? Like CJ's a press?
Like
he'd be cheating?
Basically, yeah. He'd be judging the bird category, and I'd be in the deer category, and he'd go out of his way to like call out my mount and say, oh, that's effed up, you know?
Really?
Yeah. And him and my dad have a little bit of a history, as in, you know, my dad told him and my dad judged.
Oh, so Charlie, you kind of brought Nethercutt into it.
Yeah. Did you really help him and got him along and got him going? And like I told CJ, I said, you know, he's coming up and he's really good, and he sees him, and everybody thinks that he's doing, or I'm doing his work, but I'm not doing his work.
Right.
He's doing it.
Are you like a master taxidermist?
Yes, sir. I took first in the world in 95.
Shut the F up!
No, I did.
Did you really? First in the world? Like, is that... believe me, I'm not trying to be a dick, but is that like 10 people, or is that like a lot of people?
It's a lot.
Is it really? You were first in the world?
In the world.
What did you do? What'd you make?
I did some old squalls in a table.
Something.
Which are ducks. They're ducks in the breed.
I knew, but I don't.
Water and icicles, and it
Right.
was really something cool. And it turned out really nice.
And you won first in the world.
Yes.
Like at that point, you just go, "Hey, eat it, people." There it is. Like, what do you win for that? What do you win for that?
Well, we got trophies and ribbons, and now.
Okay, but that's not going to pay any mortgage. Like, you win money.
Now they got money. But back when I did it in '95, it wasn't a real big money thing. You would win a couple, $2,000 or $3,000 maybe.
Right.
But back when I
It's still not a lot of money for all the travel time, missing work. I
How much did it cost, the one that you put together for the show? How much did that cost?
They paid me £5 to do it. If I had to do it for a customer, it'd be between 20 and 23,000 to do it is what I would charge.
I would have to pay 23 grand for that.
The animals were a part of that whole.
I built that whole thing. I mean, that rock, everything was built from scratch.
Right.
And the pedestal with the flames and all on it, that was like $1,500. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So wait, but then I'd have to go out and kill all the animals.
Yeah.
And then
we all know you can't do that.
Oh God, there's no way in hell I could do that. But you know what? Like that's and maybe I'm stupid because I know nothing about it. But so when you make the mount, is that what they're called? The mounts? Yeah, exactly. So what, like if it's a deer or whatever else is on that goddamn thing that you built, that's just the skin. You build a whole different inside.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So we have a big catalog that we can order the format of. So we'll measure the skin and we'll get a form as close as we can with the position we want. Whether it's a cat laying down, whether it's a deer jumping. And then they don't always fit. You got to cut them into pieces. Bondo, that's why we're a little slow. We sniff on the Bondo, unfortunately. Slows us down a little bit. But it's not, you don't just slap it on there. It's a long process.
Man, so, because I had no idea that you've got to build like a fake inside to put the skin on.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, there's and we do it right. Everything, nothing's going to rot, nothing's going to fall apart. You're never going to get bugs, fangs, texture.
Oh, is that a problem? Is that bugs is a problem?
Well,
Nethercut's got bugs. That he does.
He gives you
I know
paper
Charlie
for
does.
that.
Charlie's number one in the world. How about that? I won't tell CJ shut his mouth. Old man is number one in the world. How about that? Wait, some places get bugs.
Well, just the cheaper guys just do super slam work, and
Right.
like I said, you leave meat in there, and you don't tan the skin right.
You leave meat in there?
You alright? You eat everything. But that rotten meat, eventually the bugs will find it.
Sure. Oh, that's gonna smell.
These are all tan skins that we sent you guys. They're preserved.
Those are by the way, the bear. That's fantastic. That thing is warm.
Believe it or not, he shot me. That was his first bear he ever shot.
Dude, you couldn't autograph it or something. That's the first bear you ever shot?
Yes, sir, it is.
I don't feel like you should give that up, dude. That's the first time.
How long ago was that? Like how many years?
That's about 15 years.
Oh. Wait, you've only been doing it for 15 years?
And I've been doing it 33 years.
Oh, but the first shot
Yeah.
15
With
years.
a bow. I shot that with a bow.
You're getting old. It was probably longer than that.
You shot that with a bow?
Early 90s, 1990. How long ago was that?
Well, it's 2013, so yeah, it's a while. But now, like all the animals that were on the thing that you had to build. By the way, your theme was Armageddon.
The end of the world. Yeah.
Was your theme.
Exactly.
Did you already have all those animals dead and ready to go, or did you have to go out? You had to go out and kill them?
Well, I shot one. I shot one of the foxes. He shot the bobcat. They were all raw though. Like I had to pull them out of the freezer and take the meat off of them and flesh them. The wolf was the only thing that was already ready to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the process.
But it was which is the one that was already ready to go?
The wolf.
Did you But you had to kill it?
No. A lot of them we've been stuck with. He's been doing this 33 years. So
You've been stuck with, like, I give you one to do, and then nobody picks it up?
Exactly.
Rest in peace, my boy Nutwell. I don't know if you remember talking to Bobby Nutwell. People like that would bring stuff in.
Right.
And then they were excited at the time, and then they wouldn't end up getting it done. So we hold on to it.
Oh,
We got
I
14
got you.
freezers full of animals right now.
Oh, my God.
But you can't throw that stuff away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you almost got me.
Yeah, no, you can't. So why can't you throw that away?
Well, because like a bobcat, why would you throw that away? You can't shoot it right here.
You can throw it away. You choose not to show it.
We choose to pay electric bill.
Right. Oh, my God. So you got 14 freezers of stuff just sitting there.
Probably more right now, because we just took in hunting season just finished. Yeah, took in around 130 deer heads and
So if somebody, like you said, like is out and they're hunting and they want to have you do a deer head, how much would that be? Is that super expensive?
$675. And like I tell those people, we're the most expensive around, but it's quality, it's guaranteed to last forever, and we're right there.
Hey, they made a big deal on the show about the eyes of the animal. What's those obviously aren't the real animal's eyes, clearly.
Right.
But why is that such a big deal in taxidermy land?
You mean like what they're made out of?
Well, just like they were talking about how they were positioned and like making sure that the eyelids were on right or something like that.
Well, right now you're looking at me, you're looking at my eyes. You go and you look at your big ass dogs, you look at their eyes.
Right.
So you want to look at an animal, you want it to look alive. If you saw a lot of the eyes in the animals I'm out of, they all get scary and kind of, ferocious look on their face. You got to convince people with the eyes, Right. There's no rack to look at like on a deer, so.
Right.
The eye set's
on a
critical.
deer and Diane.
Yep.
So the show will premiere Thursday night at 10 o'clock. It's not your episode.
No, it's not.
Following week, I believe.
Which that was a big surprise to me. They released it early like they did on the internet. I had no clue that was happening.
Right.
Kind of spoiled the surprise a little bit.
Well, then don't say. But don't say. Don't say.
But they claim they're going to change some stuff up for when it airs on TV anyway. So, which I don't know, maybe they can make me win somehow. I don't think they're I'll be pissed off then.
So that'll premiere. But you were up in New York for like a big premiere party.
Yeah, I got to meet some really, really big wigs. I met the CEO of AMC, which is like a multi-million guy, and he seemed like me. I guess I got him pulled over.
Right. Was he big into hunting and taxidermy?
No. But he's like you guys. He's intrigued by it, and it's kind of a foreign art form to him. And I met like the freak show. I don't know if you've seen anything like the freak show comes on right before.
Yeah, sure.
Immortalized does. I met all those people that swallow the swords and stuff. And the guy with all the rings in his face, so you have to check that show out too. You can't even tell if the guy's smiling, I kid you not. He got so many damn rings in his face, he was nasty. It was, the guy's 8 foot tall, 7 foot 9 inches, the tallest living man in the world. He was there, I got to meet him. He's actually a cop in Richmond.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. I don't know who the hell he chases after. So that was really neat. I took a bunch of mounts up there. They compensated me. I just actually went back yesterday from picking them up. So I was in New York 3 times in 1 week. I had to drive the mounts up there, driving in the city.
Right.
A 12-foot trailer and a big-ass truck. So you can imagine how that was for my first time. And then
that was your first time in New York?
Oh, yeah.
Did you feel right at home and comfortable?
Well, when I'm carrying a grizzly bear across the sidewalk, half of the people, wanted to ask questions. The other half, I scared the hell out of some girls, and everybody's so rushing me. And this taxidermy is brittle, so you got to kind of take your time. You can break it up really easy. So it was a hell of an experience. I'll be honest with that, But New York's a cool place. You've been around this.
Sure.
It wasn't what I expected. The people were actually nicer than I thought they would be.
Yeah, nobody up there has got a room.
But the animals, that really, I was afraid when I left them up there, some PETA people sneak some spray paint in or something. These mounts are valued at, $20,000, $30,000. What would I tell my clients?
All right, let me do this. Let me take a quick break. CJ and Charlie are with us from Fagan's Taxidermy. Immortalized will premiere Thursday night on AMC, and then, of course, Fagan's Taxidermy out in Edgewater. Give me one quick break. More with CJ and Charlie next.